Welcome to Rice TVX Friday Night Live. The time for change is now. Give me a 5x5. Let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. Changes are coming to the channel. We got lots of stuff going on. Going to be covering it on tonight's very short and sweet live stream. Make sure you smash that like button. It helps people to find these videos and to find my channel, and it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for the support. Now, before we begin, a few quick messages from the two sponsors of Rice TVX. I did lose a sponsor. I'll talk more about that. But shout out to Presearch and Monarch Wallet. You can always find information in every video description for the sponsors who help make it possible to bring this content to you full time. I also want to give everybody a heads up. I just posted it as I post up today's live stream, which I only posted up maybe 40 minutes ago. I am going to be going live this coming Sunday. That is the 6th of November. It's still 2022. It's going to be episode number 35 with Ethan Lucas, The Spirituality of Law, What They Don't Want You to Know. We're going to be doing it 2 more times on Rice TVX. And then we're going to be taking the show over to Rumble and Odyssey, and everything will transfer over to my new YouTube channel, Rice Against the Grain. Speaking of Rice Against the Grain, I encourage you to make sure you're paying very close attention to this channel promotion. Before we get into it, make sure you visit ricetvx.com and sign up for my mailing list so you never miss an update or new Rice TVX and Rice Against the Grain content. You will also find links to all of my various channels as well as my social media. Make sure you're following both of my YouTube channels, Rice TVX as well as Rice Against the Grain. And due to censorship, make sure you follow me on other alternative platforms such as Rumble and Odyssey, where I do post up exclusive content. If you want to support Rice TVX, be sure to check out and join my Patreon channel, where you will get early access to my videos with no ads, unedited. You will also get exclusive content and more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in for today's live stream, especially on such short notice and no actual promotion. Thank you for joining me. I want to update everybody as to what's going on with the channel, because I've been dealing with a lot more censorship lately, been getting more strikes in numerous ways that I've discussed on past videos. And because of me battling censorship since literally, I can say for a fact, December 24th of 2019 is when it really started heating up and hasn't really let off. Now, because of that, and because I cover a lot of different material on the show, I've decided to make some changes. Henceforth, the thumbnail that you see and the clickbait title, because the time for change is now. When I first started my channel in January of 2018, it started out as Rice Crypto was the name of the channel and my brand. And I was covering cryptocurrency, blockchain, economics, and talking about voluntarism and what anarchy is, promoting that as much as I possibly could. After not really seeing a lot of growth for several years, the beginning of 2020, more specifically around late February, early March, I started restructuring the channel and I added a new element, and that would be Stranger Than Fiction, which a lot of you really enjoy. And that's really what today's video is about. So when I restructured my channel and rebranded from Rice Crypto to Rice TVX and had the Rice Crypto Show, the Rice Report, and Stranger Than Fiction, the majority of 2020, all of 2021, up until November 6th, I maintained at least one strike on my channel, if not two, and was really close several times to losing my channel. So with that being said, because of everything that's been going on, because I've been fighting this fight for so long, I've got to take what I do as a job a little bit more serious. And what I mean by that is my income for being able to do this full time comes from the crypto content that I do between my sponsors, sponsored videos, my Patreon, and my YouTube. Now, between Patreon and YouTube, Patreon, I'm pretty much averaging about $600 a month right now between the two. An average of $300 each, roughly. And all that information is public. If you go to my Patreon channel, you'll see what I'm earning on a monthly basis. So I did lose a sponsor recently. BitLab Academy is no longer sponsoring the channel. They obviously with the bear market, I completely understand, and they want to continue sponsorship when they can afford it. But right now, with the bear market being like it is, and the fact that Hit Network and BitBoy Crypto lost over $3 million in the Celsius situation, I completely understand. But I've got to do some things to refocus and make sure that I'm not doing anything to jeopardize what I do for a job, because this is my only source of income. This is all that I do. So I'm splitting the channel up, and I'm going to be focusing Rice TVX right here where you're watching. It's going to be kind of going back to basics. Going to be covering crypto, blockchain, economics, and politics. And I'm going to be as careful as I can with the algorithm. And I'm doing this also so it's easier to market what I'm doing, because having the 3 different shows on one channel wasn't exactly the easiest thing to market to people. So I'm becoming more niche, where Rice TVX is going to be focusing on what I just mentioned. And then Rice Against the Grain, which is my new channel. And I'm going to be taking a best of from the Stranger Than Fiction content and uploading that over on Rice Against the Grain. And I will continue uploading new content that was formerly known as Stranger Than Fiction on Rice Against the Grain. So right now I've got 267 subscribers. I have over 31,000 subscribers here on Rice TVX. And I know a lot of you enjoy the Stranger Than Fiction content. So with that being said, what I need for you to do is to check out the links below. And after this, I'll put it in the pinned comment. Go and subscribe to Rice Against the Grain. And I still encourage you to make sure you subscribe to Rice TVX. Make sure you subscribe to both of my channels on YouTube. Not only that, because I'm dealing with censorship, I also encourage you to make sure you're following me on private platforms, on alternative video platforms like Rumble and Odyssey. I'm also on BitChute, but I can't go live on BitChute. I'm going to be doing exclusive live streams on Odyssey and Rumble. So make sure you're following me on both of those platforms as well. Everything I'm talking about today is linked down below. The only thing I'm going to be talking about today is all things Rice. I need to get this update out to everybody because of the shadow banning I'm dealing with. Most people don't know about the changes that are happening to the channel. So I'm trying my best to communicate these changes to everybody. Please take time to smash that like button, because it does help with the algorithm, and then hopefully it would notify some of the people that have been subscribed to the channel for a while of what is going on with the channel, because I'm not able to communicate to people that are watching the channel properly because of that. Another thing that I would definitely encourage you to do is make sure that you're signing up for my mailing list. Go to ricetvx.com. Don't do it while you're watching this video, unless you got a phone or something that you can do it while you're watching the video. But go to ricetvx.com, sign up for my mailing list, so you never miss an update or new Rice TVX and Rice Against the Grain content. Once you submit your email address to me, your email address, go ahead and close this out. You're going to see links to all of my social media. Rice Against the Grain YouTube channel, Rice TVX YouTube channel, my Rice TVX Patreon channel. And I encourage you to support what I do via Patreon. On Patreon, I post up exclusive content. I'm also doing early access to videos with no ads and with no editing. So it's unedited, no ads. And you're going to get Rice Against the Grain and Rice TVX all on the same one Patreon channel as I've been doing it in the past. Now, I will be replacing Patreon in the next few months. So I don't encourage anybody to join more than on a monthly basis. Don't pay for more than a month at a time, because I will be replacing my Patreon channel with a private website. And I'm going to be talking about this here in a moment. I want to be replacing with a private website. Now, make sure you follow me on Rumble and Odyssey. These are linked here as well. My Twitter, my Truth Social account, my Float.app account. You can find Rice Radio for the MP3s of some of the older content. I will be, once I get in some help here soon, I'm going to be uploading more audio to Rice Radio. And these last two links over on Reverb Nation and SoundCloud are some of my previous music. I used to do vocals, sang in metal bands, and also some EDM electronic stuff. If you want to check out my former music, these last two links here at the top will take you to that. My Patreon channel, again, I definitely encourage you guys to support what I'm doing, because losing sponsors, I definitely need to figure out ways to pick up my income and focus on what I'm doing with that. And speaking of that, there are two ways that you can support the channel directly and look out for yourself at the same time. You can take advantage of my partnership with Money Metals Exchange. Most of you might already be aware of it. But what you need to do is visit moneymetals.com, be a first-time buyer, purchase a minimum of $100 worth of precious metals. When you check out, use the promo code RICE at the checkout, and you'll get a free ½ ounce of silver, and it's a way that you can support Rice TVX. Get your free ½ ounce of silver. Take full advantage of my partnership with Money Metals Exchange in 5 easy steps. 1. That is just so frustrating. Let me try this again. Get your free ½ ounce of silver. Take full advantage of my partnership with Money Metals Exchange in 5 easy steps. 1. Visit moneymetals.com. 2. Be a first-time buyer. 3. Purchase a minimum of $100. 4. Use the promo code RICE. 5. Get a free ½ ounce of silver, and it's an additional way to support the channel. And the other way that you can support Rice TVX directly is going to prepwithrice.com and taking advantage of my partnership with My Patriot Supply. Right now, this month, and this always can change, this month you can save $50 on a 1-month emergency food kit, or you can save $250 on a 3-month emergency food kit at Prep with Rice. And here is how you can do so. And again, this is another way that you can support the channel and look out for yourself, your family at the same damn time. Right now, you can save $250 on a 3-month food kit from My Patriot Supply. This is a little frustrating. Let me try this one more time. Right now, you can save $250 on a 3-month food kit from My Patriot Supply. It is their lowest price. See, this is some of the BS that I've got to deal with here over at YouTube. And I definitely see a future being over on Rumble and Odyssey. Here, after I'm done talking, I will come to the live comments. I'm not going to be talking much longer. Again, I want to remind people that if you do like the Stranger Than Fiction content, go to Rice Against the Grain and make sure you subscribe, because all the future content formerly known as Stranger Than Fiction is now going to be on Rice Against the Grain. I will be uploading them on Rumble and Odyssey first, and then they will be making their way to YouTube. But please subscribe to both of my YouTube channels. It'd be greatly appreciated. Let's see how many people subscribe since I talked. We had one person go and subscribe, and I really want to thank that one person who went to subscribe to my other YouTube channel. Right now, I have 300 subscribers over on Rumble. And over on Odyssey, we have 5,496. So please be sure to go check those out. Since you're seeing this, make sure you're checking out some of these uncensored conversations. You can find these on Rumble and Odyssey. This one right here is with my brother from another mother, Mr. Crypto Blood from CBTV. Okay, so let me see here. I wanted to make sure that there was nothing else that I wanted to cover before I go into the next topic. Rice Against the Grain is not going to feature any sponsored content. I will have partnerships. sort of like I do with My Patriot Supply and with Money Metals, but I will not have sponsors. So it's going to be fueled by the viewers. So I really encourage people that can afford to contribute and donate to Rice TVX, Rice Media Group, Rice Against the Grain. It would be greatly appreciated. And I'm actually going to be doing a fundraiser. And this is what I wanted to go ahead and highlight and focus on. And then I will be getting into the comments as to what everybody has to say on today's video. All right. I'm trying to change up a few things while I'm communicating. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a fundraiser, and I've mentioned this in a previous video, and I've had a few people that have messaged me that are interested. I am going to be doing a fundraiser to raise some money, some funds, because I'm building a website that's going to be using private servers where I can store my videos as a replacement for Patreon. So I don't have to worry about any sort of, that's the word I'm looking for. I had it at the tip of my tongue, and now it's gone away. Points of failure. And points of failure being YouTube can take down my channel at any time. Patreon can take down my channel at any time. I'm at the whim of the people who run the platforms that I'm utilizing. But if I have my own website with my own private servers, I don't have to worry about any sort of censorship. And I know for 100% fact that my content will be there and never go away. And I'm going to be offering monthly memberships with that, as well as possibly like 6 and 1 year memberships as well. And that's going to be a private website that's going to be replacing Patreon in the next few months. Now, the way that I'm doing this fundraiser, it's really simple because I need to hire people to help me, and I need to buy a few things, including server space. I've got people that are going to be helping out with that, but there is cost involved. So what I'm doing is 50 people. Let me throw this up on a screen because I did make a little lower third pass down on the screen here. If you want to get lifetime access to my private video website, lifetime access. So let's just say, for example, Patreon. Patreon's $5 a month. That's the minimum that I'm going to be charging if I go that route with this website. If you do it for a year, that's $60. 2 years is $120. If you join with this fundraiser that I'm doing for $100, only 50 people, only 50 at $100 will get lifetime access to my private video site and a special gift. I want to be putting together a Rice TVX, Rice Against the Grain swag bag package for those 50 people that want to take that extra step and help me to build this website so that I can get rid of points of failure and we can always have a home for my content for everybody, and also a place to build community so we can communicate directly, kind of have our own Telegram situation kind of there. I definitely want to do a lot of things for community building and getting closer with my audience, you, the viewers. So if you're interested in doing this, you can email me at ricemediagroup@protonmail.com. I would encourage you to put fundraiser in the subject of the email. But again, it's going to be 50 people, $100. You're going to get lifetime access to my private video website and a special gift that I will be putting together for only 50 individuals. Only 50. I may, depending on how far this goes, I may open it up for additional people with a different package. I'm not going to be offering lifetime access to anybody else, and I'm probably not going to be offering lifetime access on the website. So this will be your only opportunity to get lifetime access to my content. And I definitely plan on being around for quite some time. So you don't have to worry about just making an investment in Rice TVX being gone. I've been around since January of 2018 on YouTube, and I'm still here, and I've been fighting the fight against censorship, and I will continue fighting the fight against censorship. I'm just going to be smarter about what I do, and I need to make sure I'm covering my assets. Because, again, if I lose Rice TVX at this time, I lose all my income, and I won't be able to afford to continue doing this full time. I'll have to go out and look for other means of income, whether getting a job or whatever that situation might be. And if I need to do that, I'm prepared to do that 100%. But I hope that you enjoy the content that I put out enough that you would want to support what I do. I have information scrolling across the bottom of my screen with my PayPal, and I'm probably going to be stopping to use PayPal very soon. with my Cash App and my cryptocurrency addresses via my Cointree link that you can support me and send donations and contributions. You can send the $100 for the 50 people for the fundraiser that way as well. Now, that is only $5,000 that I'm trying to raise to be able to get this going. And if you want to look into server space and things to that effect, not hiring Amazon Web Services, because again, that's another point of failure. I'm going to be having private servers. I'm going to make sure that I have full control of this website so that nobody can take my website down and it will always remain intact regardless of what happens on other platforms, because absolute power corrupts absolutely. So once Rumble potentially becomes the next YouTube, what's stopping Rumble from doing what YouTube does? And I even said the same thing to Jeremy Kauffman, the CEO at Library and Odyssey. As much as I love Odyssey, if Odyssey was to replace YouTube as far as the largest video platform, what is to stop Odyssey from becoming what YouTube is? Because a lot of times people become that which they hate. And again, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So I just want to make sure I'm covering myself and for my viewers. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. So real quick, let me see here. I want to see what everybody had to say. Again, if you do enjoy this video, I encourage you to smash that like button because I need people who watch my channel to know what the hell is going on with my channel. But if YouTube is going to be shadow banning my channel, it's really hard for me to communicate messages to you, which again is the reason why I suggest that you head over to ricetvx.com and make sure you sign up for my mailing list, because that way I can communicate with you. ricetvx.com. Sign up for that mailing list. Okay, so I want to go ahead and see what everybody has to say in the comments. Then we're going to wrap up the video. And again, reminding you, I will be going live Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. with Ethan Lucas for episode number 35 of The Spirituality of Law. B. Chad, appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much, my friend. Mr. David Bumblebee, thank you for tuning in, my friend. We definitely need to catch up. I'm going to be going to Miami the very end of November, beginning of December. I'm going to be speaking at Decentral and going to a couple different crypto conferences. Other than that, I'm around all year, the rest of the year that I know of 100%. So let's try to get together, my friend. Matthew Millar, as a final community stream on YouTube, you should host a poetry stream. The wackier, the better. I bet we could come up with some doozies. That would be interesting. But again, I don't think I want to be doing the community live streams on YouTube anymore, because I've got to really worry about the people coming on saying things they're not supposed to say. In case you're unaware, Donut did get a strike about 3 or 4 weeks ago for this very situation, having guests come on. And I don't hold it against the viewers, because not a lot of you necessarily know what to stay away from as far as keywords that are going to trigger the algorithm and potentially get a video deleted and get a strike on a channel. So I just can't take that risk anymore, especially here on Rice TVX. Rice TVX is going to be treated as a business, and I got to be smart about that. But I will be doing community live streams, and they will be on Rumble and Odyssey, and then it won't matter what anybody says, because we can say what we want to say, at least for now. So thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Michael Crumline, the blood of my blood. It's good seeing you, my friend. I know I keep saying we got to talk. Hit me up, man. I'm so busy. If you could just periodically give me a ping, it'd be great to talk to you, and it'd be great to get you on the channel. One-page declaration and property tax review. Interesting. One page is really interesting. When you say email back, if you've emailed me, I'm still trying to play catch up on my email. So please be patient. Don't expect an immediate response. Anytime you email anybody, don't expect somebody just to respond to you immediately because it's you. I'm not trying to be rude by saying that, but I will get back to your email. I promise you. I was sick the week before when I got back from Vegas, and I've been playing catch up this week. So I will get back to your email. I am in the process this weekend and throughout this week of trying to catch up on my email. So if you've emailed me, I will message you back. But I will say, I don't believe any one pager is going to free you from anything. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong. But one page, wow. What's going on, Dimes? Good seeing you, my friend. Libra Justice, it's good to see you. And this is what I meant by the email back. If that's what you meant, again, you might want to watch how you communicate with people. Just email back like you're expecting something. Okay. You could say, would you mind emailing me back? Could you please check my email and get back to me when you get an opportunity? but you're just like, email me back. All right. I appreciate that. No, I have made a lot of sacrifices, and I really got to start taking things a lot more serious. The censorship is not going away, and YouTube has won plenty of lawsuits, gives them the right. I disagree with it, but per the courts, per the legal system, they have the right to be not bound by the First Amendment, and they have the right to censor people. So it sucks. Forrest, I appreciate, man. I think you've been catching a few. Thanks for tuning in, especially when I didn't really promote this. Kathy, thank you. I think I did see you comment over on the Rice Against the Grain channel. Thank you for subscribing. Again, I encourage everybody, if you like the Stranger Than Fiction content, you're not going to see it here on Rice TVX anymore. It's going to be on Rice Against the Grain. Rice TVX will focus on cryptocurrency, blockchain, economics, and politics. Still a lot of stuff I'm sure you will enjoy. And I definitely encourage people to make sure you subscribe to both of my channels. Because if something does happen to Rice Against the Grain, I will post up clips on Rice TVX. I do have backup plans. But again, I will be having a private website to replace all this. Denny Boone, thank you for tuning in. One Maliki, again, I will definitely get back to you, but you need to chill. I know that you've said this a little earlier, but simple 9-point declaration. Email me. Again, chill on being commanding to people. I encourage you and others to treat people how you want to be treated. So please take that in consideration, because the more that someone is brash about things like this, the less that I actually will want to actually respond to your email. And you just keep going. And I agree with you, Dime. I agree with you 100%. I will be covering a lot of tax related stuff on Rice Against the Grain. I've got some people I'm reaching out to in regards to that. Again, please chill. It seems like you're one of the few people that's commenting more than anybody else. So at this point, chill out, or I will not respond back to you. This is a little oh, you're not joking. Okay. I emailed Chris, email it back, please and thanks. Well, thank you for being at least polite that time. If not, oh well, all good. God bless. You got a problem here. You're not joking. Okay, well, I can just tell you right now, I don't want to waste my time with you, my friend. Maybe ask Dime Bar for his email. And maybe Dime Bar can get it from you. But yeah, at this point, I'm not emailing you back. And you really need to chill, because if you continue this, I will block you from commenting on my channel. Let me see here. I appreciate it. Again, I'm sorry for the tone getting off here. Wasn't the point. Where to buy one for 50. I'm not sure if you're referring to what I'm doing with my fundraiser, but right now the way that I'm doing this is, unless I don't get a lot of people interested in being it, I don't think 50 people should be a problem out of over 31,000 subscribers to get $100 each, to have $5,000 to work with to get this site built. Especially losing a sponsor, I don't have the fundage to be able to go into savings to be able to do that, unfortunately, which is the reason why I'm coming to my audience, the people that watch my content for free, that want to support what I do. And I know not everybody's going to be in a position to do that. Phoenix Transcendence. Interesting name. Love what you do at Rice TVX. You are truly an inspiration to creators and artists like myself. Much love and many blessings to you and your content. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate that. Forrest, I like where your head is at, brother. Keep one eye and be able to keep both hands on your assets. Thank you, Forrest. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's support. Dime, thanks again. Red Scout says, when things have crusty exteriors, they have soft innards. Interesting. Yeah, shadow banning definitely sucks. And yes, we definitely need to do a Rise Against the Grain. It's no longer Stranger Than Fiction. And the reason I'm doing that too is I want it to use Rice in the name of all my titles. Rice TVX with Rice Crypto Show, Rice Report, now Rice Against the Grain. So Stranger Than Fiction is already a YouTube channel, and it's a very generic name. So that's the reason why I went ahead and replaced it. That is real life. All right. So Matthew says something other YouTubers have found is that by spending 30 minutes chatting and chilling in the live chat prior to the stream beginning, massive boost viewership increases. Okay. That's something I can try. I do when people engage, when people are commenting before a live stream, I do try my best if I have the time to be able to jump on. Only in Miami. Safe journeys to where you go and back again. Thank you, Libra Justice. I appreciate that. Yeah, I agree with you, Forrest. There are no silver bullets. Tiara says it's smart to use your own servers and websites. If you build it, they will come. That's the goal that I'm thinking about. And taking things on a private is going to give me a lot of opportunities to do a lot of different things, way beyond what I've been doing. Once I'm able to establish this website and have people who are part of the community, I plan on having courses available, maybe other people offering courses, a lot of exclusive content that you won't see anywhere else that I will keep very private because I will be operating a lot more things, especially in the law element and the very private element. When I do interviews in regards to law publicly, it's going to be very limited to the information that you're going to get. It's going to be more educational for people to be able to get enough information to potentially want to learn more from those individuals. You make fun of me by the way I comment. I'm not sure if it was somebody else who said that, but hopefully that's not the case. And Lee Dickey, yeah, Freedom Law School is definitely one of those. Definitely. And I'm trying to reach out to a guy. I think his name's Steve Bannister. Someone that Freedom Law School has mentioned. He was a former IRS agent, special agent. I got a book of his that I'm going to start reading, and I definitely want to get him on the show. Yeah, forward that email and I'll check it out. I don't even know if I want to forward it. John, I have information scrolling down at the bottom of the screen here, and I have it linked in my video description. Right now, currently, you can send via PayPal, Cash App, and cryptocurrencies. If you don't have any of those and you still want to donate or contribute, you can email me at ricemediagroup@protonmail.com. I'll go ahead and throw this back up so people can see the email address. And again, I do appreciate any contributions and any sort of donations to the channel because it will help out with what I'm doing. When I went to go do a trip to visit Kim Gogan, I was able to call upon viewers and subscribers to help donate and contribute to that and cover the expenses for me to visit her. So I'm very appreciative of the community, and that's why I'm reaching out to the community in regards to this fundraiser. Okay, I want to read the last few comments and then we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Lee Dickey, thank you so much. Yeah, Libra Justice, I'm still trying to do some good research on this to make sure I can do a video that's worthwhile because I'm not sure how bad of a situation that's going to be. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to run out of diesel in 22 days. It just means that we have 22 days worth left. We're not able to replenish our supply as fast as we're using it, but we've never had a situation where we've completely run out of diesel. It'll be interesting if that's the case, but I'm trying to research the situation so I can make sure I'm putting out quality information in regards to this. Am I making any moves to the private? I will be discussing that in a future video about my legal fiction journey. I will be interviewing KL tomorrow, Dr. KL Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, for lesson number 2. That is going to be on Patreon tomorrow, unedited for early access, no ads. I will be uploading it to Rumble and Odyssey, and then on Rice Against the Grain YouTube channel. Lesson 2 with KL. I've already put lesson 1 with KL on Rice Against the Grain, and I've put part 1 and part 2 of my conversation with Jason Brashears from Archaics on RATG. And I also put a clip from my recent interview with Ann Vandersteel. The full interview with Ann Vandersteel is on Rumble and Odyssey. So be sure to check those out. I was really meaning to keep this live stream quick. I was meaning to end it 20 minutes ago, but here I am. We're about to wrap up, but I definitely wanted to make sure I was taking time to cover what everybody was talking about. Your DBA, I'm finding that in some of my research without it, it's all okay. So yeah, this is something that KL definitely talks about. So if you haven't seen episode 1 with KL, lesson 1 with KL of us redoing the lessons and starting from the beginning and continuing forward, check those out. As a matter of fact, what I'll do real quick is I'll show you here on Rice Against the Grain. And let's see how many more subscribers we got. Ooh, we got 3 more subscribers. I think I've gotten like 3 or 4 subscribers since this live stream on Rice TVX. I'm excited. But again, it's really way off compared to 31,000 plus. So please share these videos. But you will see here the clip with Ann Vandersteel, the conversation lesson 1 with Dr. KL Beneficiary, and part 1 and part 2 of my conversations with Archaics. I will be porting over and uploading a best of the Stranger Than Fiction content over on Rice Against the Grain. Not all of it, only a best of. John, I saw it. I think it was a joke. I don't trust him. I don't talk to him. I'm actually going to be doing a video with Ethan either tomorrow. Ethan Lucas on his website, ethanlucas.com. You can also follow him on Rumble. We're going to be going live either tomorrow evening or Sunday afternoon, evening. I'm still trying to get that worked out, but check out ethanlucas.com. And if you're in my Patreon, or excuse me, if you're in my Telegram group, I will announce in Telegram once I talk to Ethan, and I'll reach out to him tonight because I've got to figure that out because I have some things that I need to do, and I need to make sure that we've got our plans coordinated. So I will be going on Ethan Lucas's channel, on his website, on his show, to talk about Russell J. Gould, because I'm not going to waste time on my channel anymore on Fool's Gould. He's a waste of time. But I definitely don't mind adding in my 2 cents when it comes to the situation, because there's a lot of people who are kind of been reintroduced to this fool, and he is a fool. And I don't like to call very many people fools, but that guy is a fool. Thank you, Forrest. Mr. X, it's good seeing you, my friend. I'm going to stop throwing up X's because I'm thinking it has some really weird occult meanings. Buy commodity futures. Are you a financial advisor, Michael? I would say dollar cost average buy crypto and invest in silver. Anything at this point past any of these sick mofos in the private? Libra Justice. Ultimately, I will cover this on the video that I do about my legal fiction journey. But I will say he screwed me over. He dishonored a promise. He was supposed to help me out with setting up a trust and a PMA, PCA, a private membership association, or a private membership contract. And he has decided he is not going to honor that after all the time I gave him on my channel. I considered him a friend, and obviously he didn't feel the same. I reached out to him a few times to try to get him on the show. He told me he wasn't doing any more interviews. Then he started doing interviews with people like Beth Martins, who I don't have a problem with. I did explain to her what happened, and she doesn't find any fault in that. But I find fault in people who make promises and don't keep them, especially when it comes on the level of that. He had agreed to give me this information because of what I had done in return, or initially for him, by bringing him on my channel and giving him a place to be able to promote what he does. And then once he was able to make enough money, he didn't need to have anything more to do with me. He had a lot more rude things to say. I'm not going to go into all of that. I wasn't exactly nice about it myself. But yeah, he ultimately decided he wanted to dishonor a promise and screw me over. And in the legal space, in law, you need to come with honor. So if you're dishonorable, plus the other thing I guess I will add is, some people might know about his Arkansas case where he got pulled over for a minor offense, a misdemeanor driving charge, and it said he took the charge on purpose so that he can make an example out of the situation. Well, ultimately, he didn't go to court one time and got a failure to appear for that. When he finally did go to court, he was found guilty and he had to do jail time. He did like 2 weeks in jail. And I wanted to talk with him about that. So maybe I think he might, I don't know. I'm like, how can my question to him is, how can you help people with sovereignty if you can't get out of a simple misdemeanor traffic ticket, especially a simple misdemeanor traffic ticket that you said you were going to fight and get out of and make a point of? But yet you were found guilty, Robert Michael, and you did jail time. And when that happens, that means it's done. It's done. And you're not good at what you do. Because if you were good at what you do, you wouldn't have been in jail and you wouldn't have gotten in trouble. But yet you're trying to take money from people to help them become sovereign. Do you see the problem with that? And you screwed me over. You straight lied to me. You utilized my platform. You got what you needed, and you said, F off. I don't need you. I'm not going to honor my promise to you, even though I came to you as a brother in Christ. Thank you, Libra Justice. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I still think we have some downward action to go, but I got to really pay attention to the Federal Reserve. I encourage you to check out the video that I did earlier this week. I think it was Wednesday with Gareth Soloway. If you have not watched the interview with Gareth Soloway, Matthew, check that one out. He's awesome, good people. Yeah, I don't know. I have trust issues too. Your Telegram channel name, Rice TVX Community. And if you could find me specifically at Rice TVX, when you look it up, you might see two, but one of them has two X's. That's not me. That's a scammer. And I keep trying to report that scammer account. I'm only Rice TVX. So if you see Rice TV XX or anything more than one X, it's not me. If you message me on Rice TVX on Telegram, I'll send you a link for the community group if you can't find it. It's down below in the video description. Chusei Crypto, thanks for tuning in. And yes, Russell still owes Pimpy money. I agree. Me and Juan have each other's numbers, and I've talked to Juan several times. But as you notice, I have not brought him on my channel ever. So, not saying I never will. Not Robert from Observation Deck. Robert from Observation Deck is really cool. I think someone was at, and if I got the question wrong, I guess I didn't get the question wrong. So it was Robert Michael with the House of Marcus. Yes, Robert Michael with the House of Marcus is a charlatan. He's selling something that he can't back up, he can't prove, and he can't even get out of simple misdemeanor traffic tickets. He did 2 weeks in jail for a failure to appear and being found guilty for the traffic fine. That's it. It's over. He wasn't successful, and he doesn't want to talk about it. I even told this to Beth Martins. I said, Beth, if you're going to be doing a really good job as a content creator, why don't you ask him about that traffic ticket violation? No. Now, again, I don't have a problem with Beth Martins, but she won't be back on the channel either. There's a lot of people that will not be back on my channel because of stances that they've taken and people that they want to support. Because I want to move forward, and I'm not going to deal with bullshit and people that are going to dishonor and lie and say one thing and do another and come at you in the name of Christ, but really be coming at you in the name of the devil. So, yeah, that Robert Michael from REM Private Management, who went to jail 2 weeks at least, failure to appear and being found guilty on a simple driving misdemeanor charge that he said he was going to get out of and make an example out of. No, they made an example out of you, Robert Michael. I really didn't want to have this conversation like this on this video, but people asked, so. Michael, thank you. In the 1970s, stagflation commodities don't go down. I'm not saying commodities is not a good option to go. I just don't play with the stock market. That's why I would just mess with things directly. Silver, silver, silver. Rice is right. It's like the price is right, but Rice is right. So when you're right, you're right. Rice, right, Rice, right, Rice, right. When you're right, Rice. Yeah. It's Friday night, man. I hope everybody definitely has a good weekend. R matey. We're talking about some pirate coin. When I make certain sounds, for some reason my mic gets distorted. I might need to move it away from my face. I'm going to be working on different setups as well. Blimey indeed. See Peter Wilson for Trust and PMA. Yeah, I definitely need to get Peter Wilson back on. I told you, Dime, earlier, me and you need to talk. I want to talk about the legal fiction space, talk with you about helping me to get some people scheduled, get it spread out, and get the right people scheduled. I'm not going to be promoting people's services. I'm not going to be bringing people on that I'm going to have what happened with Robert Michael. I'm doing my best to make sure I'm vetting people better. Okay, let me see if we have anything else here. Dro, if you did send $33, I greatly appreciate that. It would definitely be, it's really appreciated. Thank you so much. And again, anybody else that does send any sort of contributions or donations, it is greatly appreciated. And then anybody that wants to get lifetime access and be one of the 50 individuals to get a special gift with that lifetime access for $100, be sure to email me at ricemediagroup@protonmail.com. I want to go ahead and get rid of this stuff up on the screen. Got a few more comments, and then I want to wrap it up. Rice, Dime, when I was asking about him, exactly what I was asking about. Damn, Rice. Yeah. Let me plug my computer in. Give me 1 second. Otherwise, I'm going to lose power. And the live stream will cut off. And I don't want that to happen before we wrap up. So yeah, no, it is sad because I did, like I said, I consider Robert Michael a friend, and I've still gave him several opportunities to make situation right, and he still wants to continue with his path of dishonoring me. So I would not encourage people to utilize him. I did make the videos on YouTube private, so they are currently on Odyssey, but I'm considering deleting them on Odyssey. I'm considering going through my Odyssey content and deleting a lot of videos. Because there are a lot of people that I have brought on my channel that I can't support and I won't support. And I feel as if me having videos up of them lets people think that I do support them when I don't. And if you're not watching all my content, you wouldn't know. So it's my responsibility. And I don't really care about the number of views versus getting rid of something that could potentially harm other people. That is one thing I will tell you here at this channel is nothing about this channel is about harming anybody. Now, I will defend myself, and I do say don't mistake my kindness for weakness, but the intentions and goal behind what I am doing is nothing harm related. And if anybody that I brings on does harm other people, I will spit the most fieriest fire at you, and make sure that it's known, because I don't want to see people getting screwed over by any means. Are there certain lawful subjects keywords to stay away from? Now, I mean, this isn't really the kind of stuff that's going to cause me any problems on a channel necessarily, but talking about like things that we experienced in 2020. When I talk about vacations and jobs, I'm pretty sure people know what I'm talking about in regards to COVID. So that's where I have to use code language. But again, I'm just not going to be doing community live streams on YouTube anymore. Just, it's one of those things that I have decided is just not going to happen, even on Rise Against the Grain. But I will be doing the community live streams, like I said, on Rumble and Odyssey, and I will notify people. If you sign up for my mailing list, you'll be sure to know. If you hit the notification bell on Odyssey and Rumble, you'll be sure to know. But I will be doing them there, so I don't have to worry about censorship. And I will be doing a lot more exclusive content at those places. Oh, okay. I get you. I get you. Now, yeah, because there is some questionable things when it comes to him. And there is lots of scamming going on, unfortunately. There is. Let's see here. It's kind of hard to mark them as a scam. I mean, unless I go in and change the title. So I'm not really sure how to do that. And I don't even really want to give any of these people FaceTime. I don't want to support anybody that's scamming and harming people. But I will take all this in consideration. If people have thoughts, please let me know. It'd be greatly appreciated. Now, I didn't use the word scammer. I said charlatan because he can't do the things that he says he's going to do. Um, if he's charging people money and not being able to really give what he says he's going to offer, then you could consider that potentially a scam. But there would need to be somebody coming out saying that they were harmed and scammed by Robert Michael before I could even say something like that. Um, I can only speak as to what happened with me. He became a friend, I thought. He had been on the show several times by himself and with other individuals. We had talked about working together in many capacities. As part of coming on my channel, he offered to give me information to set up a PMA and a trust. And when it came time for me to want to cash in on that promise, because I wasn't ready when he offered it to me, and I told him that, and he was cool with that. He said, "Let me know when you're ready." And I did. And he told me he was not going to honor it and went into this other big explanation of stuff. He was very rude about it. And again, I wasn't exactly cool with it about it either. Um, so that's what it is. It is what it is. A Lucasage Lucasage cleanse. I'm not sure what that is, but I am for I am. You definitely owe me a text, my friend. I would love to talk with you. I would love to talk with you. I've been meaning to talk with you. Please hit me up, man. I think I've given you my number. So you've been very supportive of the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And I definitely would love to talk to you. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you were on a Litecoin Lisa show recently. Let me know if I was wrong about that. Crazy retirement life and the coof of a prepper. So yeah, I will update everybody as everything that's going on. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I really can't. There's not really any more real questions. A1 said no, but did he charges and he can come through? No, but I did. He charges and can come through. Are you saying he is selling lies and he hustled you in a way, used you, and that's not a good guy? Okay, now I understand what you're trying to say. Cool. I was right about that. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole episode, so I definitely gotta check that out. Again, I really appreciate everybody for taking the time to tune in. I really did not mean to stream this long. I was only planning on streaming for like 15, 20 minutes, and here we are at 53 minutes. So it is time to wrap it up. It is the weekend. I encourage you to enjoy the weekend. Go outside, go find some grass, go find some dirt, whatever you prefer. Take off your shoes, take off your socks, and go and walk on the ground. Walk on the grass, walk on the dirt, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Find some mud, dig your toes in it, but let the earth ground you. It's really important that you do things like this. And this is why I'm saying it. Go outside and get some fresh air. Enjoy nature as much as you can because winter is coming and it will be getting cold. Depending on where you live, it may already be winter, it may already be cold. But if you're in a warmer climate, go outside and enjoy nature and get outside and ground yourself. Make sure that you're subscribing to my new channel, Rice Against the Grain. Make sure you're following me on Rumble and Odyssey. Make sure you head over to ricetvx.com, sign up for my mailing list, and all my other social media links will be found there. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. I will be going live this Sunday with Ethan Lucas, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for episode 35 of the Spirituality of Law. I'm going to be interviewing KL for lesson 2 tomorrow. That's going to be uploaded on Patreon tomorrow. I've got plenty of interviews going on in the next 2 weeks that I'm excited about. One that I can tell you is I will be interviewing Ben Gortzel, Dr. Ben Gortzel, chief scientist behind Sophia, the AI robot. All my interviews get uploaded to my Patreon channel, unedited, no ads. And once I get that private website, that's where you'll find them. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to leave you with this. I encourage you, yes, you, and you, and yeah, you too. Be a blessing to others. Treat people how you want to be treated. Be the glitch you want to see in the matrix. Be the change you want to see in the world. Practice change. And until next time, much love.